Well, it's a very wet night this evening, and I don't think I shall even bother going up to the workshop. I've prepared the stove for lighting it, but it's quite warm. It's not needed. It's just wet, and I'm looking forward to the temperature dropping a little bit. I'm sure it will do soon. But in the meantime, I've been studying the Bible today and having some interesting, to me, ideas. I think I've gone all over the place with it. Latterly, as one of the things that I sometimes do, and I probably should do it less, is get lost on the internet. Following different links and different arguments, and I'm starting to see certain common threads, and the idea of deglobalization is something that has been coming up quite a lot, and I'm seeing, everything kind of somehow winding back, it would seem. Deglobalization, I think that's a thing. It's an accepted idea that this is going to happen. So, some kind of changes are in progress, and there's a return, I think perhaps not particularly strong just yet, maybe, but a general return to religious and spiritual understandings. I think this is something that's definitely in the pipeline. But as I meditate on these things, I also have to remember that because I use the internet, I don't use news media, directly. I just use YouTube and Google and Facebook. I mean, those are my tools, and mainly, I don't even bother to use alternative browsers, alternative search engines most of the time. I just go with the mainstream. And so we know that whatever you're interested in, whether it's fly fishing or post-millennial theology, the internet will show you a whole load of stuff related to that. And you might get the impression that it's becoming, that it's quite widespread, whereas really you're just in your little corner, aren't you? And the AI engines are feeding you whatever you seem to like, and they're giving you more of it. So any prediction based is really, quite impossible. I mean, this is the problem with the internet, isn't it? You can prove everything and nothing through the internet, which is why, of course, the immutability of our Bible is such a blessing for us, and the reliance that we can have upon the words of the Bible, such a blessing. And it's just the modern age, isn't it? It's the AI. We have to be careful with that stuff. So I think it's time probably for a wee cup of coffee and a little bite. I've had a bad headache all day, and it became quite severe. One of the good things about having a headache is that the best medicine for me when I have my head starts to ache is to have a really heavily fried meal, fried bread and bacon and fried eggs, and fried tomatoes, and that seems to help my head for some reason or other through my stomach. I don't know quite how it works, but that type of food is very tasty, and I just had a really nice fry up, and I do feel better. So, every cloud has a silver lining, as they say in English and in Italian. Non tutto il male viene per nuocere.